Okie dokie. So, currently doing, the restream. How's it sound?
Yeah, the restream. How's it sound? Yeah, the restream. How's it sound?
Oh shit, we're doing it as a round.
Oh shit, we're doing it as a round.
Okay.
Oh shit, we're doing it as a round. Okay. Oh shit, we're doing it as a round.
Okay. All right. Let's put this out on YouTube. No, not on YouTube. On Twitter, I suppose. Yeah. No, we are. If anything, it sounds better, I think. Let me see about putting out a retweet kind of thing. Is that it? I think that's it. Yep. So that one's out. Yeah, if. Oddly, I don't show anybody in the chat, in the watching the stream right now. I assume you are, but it's not showing anybody who's populating it. So, okay. I know you're here. Is anybody else here? Just going to text Jay. Okay. Do I still have you? This is fun. This is just the best stuff. Man, I hope this happens every time. It's exciting. It's an adventure, is what it is. All right. Okay. Well, it still doesn't show anything, which is strange for a number of people here. So now I'm taking it on faith that people are watching. That's fun. Okay, so now that we performed our magic, no, that should be like that. So let me know if things fuck up again, because I don't, I'm not going to hear it. Let's get rid of that. I think that's the problem. That's where the difficulties came from. And you know what? I actually got a scam call right when I was going to start it back up again. I was like, you know what? If you just said you were IT instead of like scam IT, I would have gone for scam IT. Just got to know your market. This guy got all fancy dressed. No, you know what? He got fancy dressed up with a bolo tie. That's what he did. No hat, though. You don't roll like that. Forgot to put the glasses back on. I'm like, why is this all of a sudden getting more difficult to focus? Oh, shit. God damn it. I don't know what your hair should look like. Let's do. This is a man who uses a lot of gel. It's funny because the dialogue in this particular panel is talking about how, you know what, some of these guys, they might be alien clones. And it's like, yeah, take your fucking pick. The way I draw fucking crowds. My money's on this guy, but like any of these, really. Let's get one guy who's like mildly interested in what's going on. Just all right. I guess we should letter this stuff here. There's that 03 I was using. This is an 03. I don't think that's the right one though. I really should be labeling my 03s. I think let me get this one. So if you go, yeah, because if you go to my page now, so just check, because I am kind of paranoid now with it showing no counter on people in the stream. Just want to. I'm pretty sure though, if you go to my page. Ah, wait a minute. If I go to that here, it says one watching. Okay. All right. Well, that's better than nothing. Yeah, you can see it on yours. I can't see it on mine. That's interesting. Yep. How's it sound? Sound good? Where's the script? It's not a bad line. This is. Oh, good job. Gets it all in the lines. Take it easy. Ooh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can see it now. I think I just have to get off the stream for a minute. Nope. Let's do. Actually, I think that one's. No, that's a bit too much of a curve. Nice. way again. Oh well. Let's do a shaft walking kind of pose here. Like walking down the hall. No eyes. Super squinty. Shit, I keep forgetting how to do his hair. It's been so long since I drew Shaft. Shaft. What's his fucking name? Hogstaff. There we go. Nice and frothy. That looks good. I'm not sure what direction that hand's pointed. That's okay. I have a reasonably good idea with this one. No, I guess Hogstaff gets an 8-pack today. That's what you get for hitting the gym. Dividends. And seeing as how he got an 8-pack, it kind of wouldn't make any sense if we didn't give him arm veins. It's got obviously an arm vein day. These fucking blades. I love how difficult it would be just to do anything. Oh, Firebird's looking a little bit sulky. Not happy he got interrupted talking to the boob lady. You know, it has been so long since I just drew dudes standing or walking. It feels like cheating now. Say, well, no, this is too easy. And Fireburn is a somewhat slender fellow compared to like everybody else. Everybody else has pretty much the same build. I mean, you know, not hard. Hard has nobody has hard's build. But Fireburn just a little bit skinnier than the rest of them. How does this costume go? Right. Yeah, I think it's just the two of you guys. I'm just gonna be a quick second. I'm just gonna grab some towels. Get a little bit more. But yeah, after like yesterday's page, just drawing dudes and faces feels so much like cheat. Like I might be able to finish this page today if I was to go like for 5 hours again. I don't think I really want to do that. Like not finish the page, but go for 5 hours. But I could see going for 3. That's going to be a tough angle a bit. Man, your job sounds okay sometimes. I gotta say, I don't know how many days it sounds like you're drawing and instead of being at work. I don't know. I want that job. I probably don't want it on some days though. Would be my guess. That doesn't look remotely like my extremis. But I guess we'll have to fix that up at some point. No, those don't quite look right, but again, we'll fix those up at some point. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, I'd like that type of job where like you get breaks. We really don't get them at work these days. So not really the job. I like your breaks. How do we negotiate that? Now, is she floating? Let's do her floating. Yeah, man. Like I've gone into the office like 5 days out of every 7 for the past 9 fucking years. I could use an end to that. No, not this week, but next. That leg. That's not a leg. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. So first week of June, I did take vacation, so that'll be all right. Okay, I'm gonna. Ooh, the temptation to just Liefeld it and like do a shape and then just do bup 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 bup. There we go. Nah, that looks like shit. And then, okay, one more. With them getting called out here. It's about to get exciting. I don't know if I can draw this angle. We'll find out. And that hair is going to go fucking flying. That is true. That is very true. It is weird these days. Like just this last, like 6-7 months since Jen moved out. Like it's, I get home from work and it's like, so like, what do you want to do? Do you want to just draw for a while? You can do that if you want. You got to make dinner eventually, but like, it's not exactly a priority. And I believe Eric knows your pain, probably. I mean, obviously I do, but like from so far away ago that it doesn't even matter anymore. It's not particularly relevant. Let's get this. Let's get him really twisting here. Yeah. That is the one thing. Like I like, made it so like I couldn't enjoy my 20s or early 30s or late 30s because I was divorced and fucking depressed or something. I don't know. But by having kids when I was in my 20s, at least I was not sore the next day from having like doing a bunch of work or like playing with them or whatever. want a thing here. Where do we want to put the fucking word balloon? I think that works. And no panel border on this one, I think. Leave it nice. Leave it open. Not a bad expression. Kind of determined. That head's getting smaller, though. And we're losing a bit of the jawline. I don't think that's acceptable. Not quite right. And let's make that expression a bit more extreme because he should be ready for action. And by a little more extreme, I mean almost rabid. And let's get some fucking neck stretchies going on and some fucking veins because shit's about to pop off. Good times. Yeah, I remember the first time like getting serious back pain was like when I was like 35 or something, and tried to move a TV to get rid of it, and it was one of those old fucking tube TVs. Did it by myself. Got it down. Next day, it still hurts, and then again the next day, and I went to the doctor. Just like this, something's wrong. And he's like, "So your back doesn't usually hurt after you strain it yourself?" He's like, "No." Like, oh well, I mean that's about to change. If that's the wrist, so theoretically it should be coming down like shoop and shoop. Yeah, coming right at you. I think that's too low for those ribs. Should be coming from there. There we go. The guy who's fucking terrifying when he's ready to go. Just blades every which way. Yeah. I mean, it looked interesting. I don't know how long I'd be able to read it like at a go, because you're very much like you got to be in. It seems like the kind of thing where you got to be into. I don't know. You got to be on board with what he's selling. I don't know if I could sustain that for too long. It did look pretty great though, and like super curvy. All right, cool. Yeah, because I've seen one or two of his things where he goes like pure concept like that. Two Tank Omen, that's great stuff. Um, I don't remember what it's called. It's like a Superman version, but like he's a weird alien who's just gonna like beat people up. And it was weird and cool and kind of gross. And then just kept going. It's like, okay, I got other stuff to do sometimes, man. Okay, so the word balloon is going to go in here. We're going to put Max Dreams' face over here, which potentially makes her taller than dude, but you know what? She can fly, so that's okay. And we're going to make sure her chin gets hidden so I don't have to try and do that jaw again. And big old bouffant. Good stuff. Oh, but her tits are covered up. Ah, well. I almost want to put her ass like facing the other way, where we can see it, like, just like she turned around. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, that's the one, Satan Soldier, and it's like, like it's cool, and like I said, gross and weird. And then it's just like, man, I've been reading this thing for like 30 pages and still going. Like, I gotta find something else to do. What the ass thing? No, you know what? The word balloon's going to go here. I just realized. So that does render the whole thing moot. And I got nowhere else to put it because this is going to be Hard's head up here. Just like, okay, you know what? I want to do like a thing where here's Hard's head. And then, you know, you do the edge of it. Because Hard is, you know, occasionally gigantic. And sometimes he's just very large. And like silhouette in his head though. And do like a thing from the sun. I don't think that quite works though. Get the flash obscuring his face a bit. Yes. And his pecs are somehow going to be larger than Hawkstab's. There we go. like up here. Just like perching him. Just turn around like, oh. Thank you. Okay, let's give ourselves some guidelines. It was the 3 I just dropped, wasn't it? Did I drop a pen? I thought I did. Yeah. Yep. I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to get. No, that'll work. Yeah, I can do the whole thing in there. And finish up the panel borders at least. need this for her to exceed, and see if we actually do that. We might. Can't really tell what's going on there. If I do that, you know what? I think I like that. That's fine. I'll just white out the angle. Whatever's left over here. That was not done. Okay, so we're talking in terms of easiest to hardest. I mean, easiest, then. I kind of want to do this one first, though. Take a shot for the Patreon, just so I can have a pencils page, because I don't always all get penciled fully. I mean, not that this is really fully penciled, but you know, a lot more so than the last one did. Everything still sounding okay? As I eat a cracker. I think this is an 03 kind of shot. This is one of the more insane shots of hawk stab I think I've drawn. Although I guess the stuff where he's stabbing dudes, that's pretty good too. Yeah, not bad. Nice and deranged. Okay, do we want to try the brush again? Sure. Oop, that is not loosening up very much. Actually, you know what? I think I want to try that thinner one. Is it this one? Yeah. Again, very stiff brush bristles. Hmm. Yeah, this is these are some new ones. It still doesn't feel like I have any idea what I'm doing, to be honest. Like, I don't know. My lines are still very wobbly, and I'm having difficulty starting thin, which I believe you should be able to. Or even knowing sometimes when there's ink on the brush. Is there ink there? I don't know. Oh, there was. What do you know? But yeah, super wobbly lines. I don't know if that's anything to do with the brush or just the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. I think more likely the latter. So I'm just going to keep on giving it a shot until, well, I'm just going to keep on giving it a shot. That's about it. If I don't figure it out, oh well. You know, my thick lines won't look as good. Although I think they're okay. I think they're okay. Don't mind how those abs turned out, actually. Yeah, dry brush bullshit. I think that should do it for this one for the brush. You know what? I believe it. That guy seems like a fucking nut. Honestly, him and Adams both, where it's just like, why would you do this? Like, there's, it's like, I like the lines. Leave me alone. Let's see here. Yeah. No, it is cool. And to be honest, a lot of the time, I can't tell the difference. I mean, well, no, I guess a lot of the time you can, but like there's plenty of times where you can't. And just like, it's like, is this a micron or a dib? I don't know. Because I can get a taper out of a micron. Take a chance on me. Like I'd venture to say I can get a taper out of a micron more reliably than I can out of a nib. But I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you refuse to use anything else. Where's my 08? All right. This is what we're here for. Let's shade some muscles. I think we want to make up something there transitional. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. That almost looks like Sam Keith. The way he do abdominals where he's clearly making everything up. It's like, dude, you're not allowed to be that blatant about it. It's like, that's cute. Try telling Sam Keith stuff again. looks fine. Don't forget the veins this time. Nope. A little bit thicker. Just like a straight up tube. He's got a catheter running under his bicep. Nice. All right. Now, we probably want to draw the blades here before we get to work on. Yeah, that's not going to work. Before we do anything else, just so we don't accidentally cross the line. I mean, like work on his torso, but it'd be good to have a border here. Getting framing himself with his own blades. It's handy. There we go. Let's see. That kind of works. And we want skinny lines. Why don't we actually work out where they're coming from, because we don't always remember to do that. And really, the fist should be on the outside here. I think that's okay. Around there. again. See, the problem with this is it should go a little bit further out, like that maybe. Yeah. That didn't leave any ink behind. Maybe went a bit over where I wanted to. Okay. Well, now you get to correct things on the fly. That's always the best part of this. Come on. Okay. Ooh, right in that line. Like it. All right. And then right up to the corner of the page. And I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, does it? There we go. I'm going to steal some ideas from a dude who drew this on Twitter, actually, for how to do the blades. Because it looks very nice. And I would venture to say nicer than mine. So, okay, I think so. It's hard to say. My development was very stop and start. Sorry, hang on a second here. I don't know that exactly worked because I didn't quite get it right. No, I do stuff when I was we did our first comics when we were like 16, which were not good enough. I would say did another one when I was like 20, still not there, and I was drawing fairly regularly at the time. Honestly, what gets you there is if you make a shit ton of comics really quick. In my experience, which I never did. I did like, I did like 3 issues of a mini comic again when I was 16 to 17, 18. And then another comic and a half when I was 20. And then like 3 or 4 pages when I was like 30, and then like very sporadic pages here and there until I was about 40, really. By sporadic, I mean like I did a few up until I was 35-ish, and then just stopped for like 30-ish, and then stopped for about 10 years. And then got back into it. It's like, oh shit, I'm better for somehow. I mean, in the meantime, I was still like looking at a bunch of stuff online and reading books about it, and just not drawing, which is not ideal, I don't think. But yeah, no, and when I got back into it, it wasn't an all better all at once kind of thing. Like the pages weren't great at first, and then just started cranking out stuff, and it started getting good pretty quick, actually. Like if you're really trying to I don't know, pay attention to everything on a panel by panel basis. Like try to do a good job on everything. A lot of them are going to suck, but if you can identify what sucks and go, okay, so I need to switch that up, your stuff actually is better pretty quick if you're just cranking out pages. I can't really see what's going on here with all this pencil. And I mean, like, I'm no authority because I say all that, and then I didn't really do it because I didn't draw for a long time. I see plenty of people who do an okay job when they're 16, 17. They don't have the fundamentals, but they've got talent. And then within like a year or two of doing pages regularly, their stuff looks kind of great. Appreciate you keeping it going there, Jay. I don't know. What do they say? Do I listen to what they say? I might not a lot. I tend to look at examples and just like go, okay, so that's how you made that structure. Or I don't know, reading books and shit. No, that is the best thing I've heard is just you hear about Eric Larson when he was a kid, how he would just do like thousands of pages of Dragon comics, and wouldn't even be concerned about quality. He's just trying to get the story out. Dave Sim, when he was coming up, he was saying how like he would draw a comic story and decided it stunk on ice. This is the phrase he used. And so scrap it, do a new one, and just get those comic pages out of your system. You got to draw shitty pages before you can draw good ones. So crank them out, get those shitty pages done, so you can move on to the good ones, I guess. And I mean, like a lot of the stuff with Blood Force's techniques, I stole directly from like Liefeld or Jim Lee. Like this way of rendering the packs with the, although I would argue that might be the thing that works the least on here, but you take some stuff and then try and everybody always does a thing where you try and copy it outright, and you either do like an okay job or a not okay job. And you figure out what part of it is working for you and what needs to be changed. That's the thing, I guess, is just constantly reevaluating. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like pinups, you don't learn anything from generally. I don't, no. I do people still? I mean, I guess they do. You do like a, what do people like a Pinterest kind of thing board, where you're just doing like cool shots and stuff. That's all well and good. That ain't comics. One of the things I found online actually was a thing called comicsexperience.com. So if you write a thing that says comics experience and you go, wait a minute, yeah, no, that is actually the right spot. And that is actually a repository full of scripts, from what I recall. I've got a shortcut right here, I believe. Oh, somewhere in here. I've got about 2, 3, 4 dozen shortcuts. Scripts are, yeah. comicsexperience.com/scripts. And there's like a couple hundred scripts in there from published comics. Or maybe they're not published. I'm not going to pretend I looked through them all. And maybe the best thing to do is to just like pick a script and go. Do not cherry pick, like, obviously if you pick a guy you're not familiar with, look up his costume, look up what the characters are supposed to look like, all that kind of stuff. Look up, I don't know if the city's supposed to have something particular about it, but yeah, actually, if it's got elements you're not comfortable with, you might be on the right track, actually. Because that was one thing actually that did improve me a fair bit when I was doing my Blood Run project, which I just posted on my Patreon last night. Did like 12, 13 pages of that, and like the superhero, it was a superhero thing, and the superheroes in it, were all pretty easy. Although I was trying to draw in a realistic style, which was not the best way to go, I don't think. But the thing was, it was a cyberpunk kind of story, which was not something I was familiar with drawing at all. It's kind of thing like I'd love to be able to just like whip off a cyberpunk story, but it's just not, my brain can't wrap itself around it very well. So I had to figure out how to draw a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, like I said, it's only like 12 or 13 pages, but it's 12 or 13 pages where I was looking up references for most pages, I think. Definitely for backgrounds. I'd like try some perspective, decide that I didn't like how it was working, make sure I was doing perspective right, There's actually plenty of stuff from that thing. I never really did get the hang of drawing like cars. I still don't know how to draw cars. Yep. It is. It is. You know what? I mean, we laugh at it, but I mean, that was the method that those guys kind of used to start with, where they're just like, yeah, no, you just use these elements, and then you do it a bunch, and you kind of mold it to what you want to make out of it, and then somehow that turns into a career. Drawing arms has a. You can. No, I would say. I mean, in my experience, I would say do comic pages, because I mean, I don't know. It depends on what works for you. People learn differently. For me, like I can practice heads and hands all day, and then when I have to implement them, it doesn't stick. So the best thing I find is just keep cranking out pages, and I get an idea in my head of what I want it to look like, and I'll usually get like, I don't know, 70% there. Now, see, this is when I'm trying to talk and draw at the same time, and I just kind of trail off. I don't even know if I had a point in that one. Yeah, for me, just doing pages works better than too much practice. I mean, like there have been a couple of instances where I was having some difficulty imagining a pose or how a hand would have to be posed, that kind of thing, and you work it out beforehand, and then see what see if something can click, that kind of thing. So like something specific, yes, maybe, but just like drawing hands, it doesn't work for me, but some people it does actually. So if you think it might. Yeah. Yes. I mean, like, I was talking about this with my blood run thing, where I really wanted that to come out looking realistic, and so like I was like so much fucking detail on every page. Well, yeah, no, on most pages. Still have those here. I'll grab one or two. I know this is kind of breaking the Patreon a little bit, but here, I won't show them all. This will be teaser stuff. Won't show the best one. So, let's see here. Okay, so that one. Sorry, I will be back shortly. And let's get one from the street, but not that one. Okay, so I was going for more of a realistic style. So there was this one here, which was one of the least realistic pages, probably. But still kind of keeping it within the bounds of physics. So I was able to have some fun with that one. And this one here, where I was like big on keeping the gestures realistic. So you have difficulty with proportion there, but was big on trying to get the backgrounds looking good. Backgrounds are not my forte. And if you've seen me do Blood Force before, you probably know that. But look pretty good here. And doing like 12 or 13 pages of this, it was tough to just keep that pace up, where it's like it has to look that kind of realistic every time. And eventually, like it was getting to a point where like I don't think I ever really kind of held off on doing a page, but like some pages would take me like a week or two. The last page I never did finish it, and I did like I don't know, a couple of weeks worth of work on it. But just yeah, the pressure I put on myself to keep it looking realistic ended up kind of hurting me on that one. So yeah, I'm like when Pessoa here is talking about don't force stuff like anatomy. Like I enjoy the drawing anatomy. I also enjoy making it up. I've really just found that in the last since I started doing this. But yeah, if there's some aspect that's just not fun, like I don't know, try just yeah, I would say like do it as best you can, and you got to be able to settle that it's not as good as you want it, and hopefully it'll get there. You know, learn what you can about it and move on. And it's probably not a bad idea to go to that page, check out the scripts and like try and draw them without looking up the story, and yeah, comparing them, like you said here. So seeing where you went differently, seeing where the professionals went with it, and going, okay, so like maybe trying to map it out in your head, like why would he go here? What was the thought process? Unless it's obvious, but yeah. How long have we been going here? 2.5 hours. All right. Really like how these abs came out. That's I know, this is fun stuff. That's Jesus. I don't know if you guys heard the stomach rumbling there. Sorry about that. Got some crackers here for just such an occasion. Oh, come on, flips up. There we go. Some of these lines could stand to be a little thicker. Yeah. There's some trouble getting the ink to stick on the page here, I think, because of how much pencil is in the way. And again, I'm ending up with glitter. Is it glitter or is it like bits of steel off my tray here? It could be. Oh, this 08 is dying. Maybe. This drawing's ridiculous. Okay, I think that's enough time spent probably on Hawkstap's torso. Oh, wait, you know what? He's probably got a lower body in here, eh? Let's do... Yar, jump to attention. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty big fist, but it is coming towards us, so I think that's all right. All right, kind of. Now, how do you... It's always like having to remind myself, how do you ink a metallic codpiece? Because these are the important questions. The great thing about little windows like this is you can totally make shit up in between them, and like, who's gonna call you out on it? I'm just like gonna to add some extra muscles in here because I don't think there's quite enough. Somebody goes, what muscle group are you drawing here? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm just inking folds, man. Mm-hmm. All the time. Another one? Sure. Why not? And there. Where did that come from? I don't know. From his leg, obviously. What are you talking about? That fit there. Just a little bit there. Make it feel more attached. It still feels like his legs are a bit too small, but I mean, this is like the corner of the page on page 16, which is like this is the spine of the book, the interior spine. So I'm not too worried about how his thigh looks. Why not take that off the tape? It doesn't make any sense. Sure. All right. Looks all right. Now let's see if we can get this thing in without it looking too wobbly. I know beg your pardon. Now I've got an oval template around here somewhere. Right? Is that it? No. Where did my fucking word balloon one go? That's the one, I think. Yeah. You go like that. Yeah, that works. Do we want to do? No, we don't need it too big. And the O2, I think. Where'd you go? There we go. Ah. We might want the bigger one actually because we're probably going to lose a bit of width. Yoink. Okie dokie. And like that. That might be a little better. I don't know. No, that looks, I think that looks better now thinking about it. Uh-oh. I was wrong all of the time. Well, shit. Yeah. That'll have to get fixed. Okay, how do we want to do a shine on this? I think like that. There we go. Yeah, ink first, then whiteout. Yeah. Okay, let's keep away from that for a minute. How are these actually looking without the pencils? Oop. Got some lines that aren't connecting to things. Okay. That looks good though. So obviously we will fuck with it more. That's actually not bad. That's fine. Leave it alone. Shh. Okay. Make sure there's no just stray lines. This might be done about now. That'll do. And a shadow under it as well. Not too much because I'm making this up as I go along, but just a bit. And do not erase the whiteout. Oh, you fuck. Come on. Don't erase your whiteout. Okay. All right. And since we got this, these look kind of lame on their own. So let's just add some, I don't know, striation, some stretchies. Sure. We didn't finish the bands on the forearm here. Yoink. And yoink. Here. And it usually has some heavy duty shading, so we'll kind of fake that in a little bit. And I have difficulty telling what's going on down here, so let's just black it out because I think that's correct. Too much, too much. Go away. All right, I'd say, okay, so this side's done. I think these blades are not quite right. Imagine that. Who would dare to draw arm blades in incorrect formation? Not I. That cleared things up quite a bit, didn't it? Okay. I gotta find just like a pocket or something I can put the O2 in. I keep losing that fucking thing. I like having a slant, well, not that much of a slant to it, but actually kind of close. From there to there, sure. Do that work. I don't know, I get the sneaking suspicion that was not enough of a slant now. But who knows with all this smudging going on. No, that can work. That can work. And really, I should be doing the outside one first, so that was kind of dumb. Let's try actually drawing them then, that being the case. Okay, and you. close. Getting too close, I think. Now, is that too much? You know what? I think that just works. Maybe. Hang on. Well, that's too fat. There we go. I mean, sure. Okay. Now, how the shit did I do this? What was the angle? There you are. A little bit more. There we go. Nope. I don't like how far in that is. Okay. Mm-hmm. And of course, this is another part about theoretically getting good at this, is becoming obsessive about pointless shit. I'm losing track of where the arm blades actually are now. Let's get a little faded. Don't want to erase too much of it. I think I took the wrong line there. You know, this is a pretty skinny line. I think I can erase it or cover it up pretty easily without it being too noticeable. Oh, wow, that's such a different line. Yeah, okay. I'll just wipe that one out. Should have gone from the outside in. Didn't think of it at the time. Actually, that was another thing that helped me a lot, was realizing that the greats, like guys like Michael Golden, Jim Lee, Art Adams, whoever you like, all use a ton of whiteout. So there is no shame in fucking up, because everybody does it and you can fix it. Theoretically. I still have difficulty with my fuck ups because when I fix it, I'm like, that doesn't look as good. Now don't go messing up that line too much. No. Shit, I'm losing track of it. Ah, you fucker. What for? What did I do? So somewhere in there's a fist, but I don't like how this wrist is turning out. Actually, that helped a bit, getting that curve in there. But here we're gonna have to work the shadows a little bit. And do we want to try and get the blades casting shadows? That would make sense, right? So why don't you try it with a pencil first? Maybe that way? That gets difficult. So it doesn't make any sense for them to be going that way. Not that we're too concerned about that. Maybe we'll go that way. Sure. And then black all this in, or most of it in. Actually, I feel like it would be better. Jesus. All right. What, with our blades? Yeah, that helps. You. I did the wrong thing, didn't I? That worked out okay. Okay, and kind of want to leave something in here and then cross hatch the shit out of it. So it's like an underlight. No? Here's just black that out. And skinnier. Ugh, it's having difficulty taking the ink on the page. Oh, or it might be the pen. This was the good pen. What are you talking about? Just do your fucking job, man. kind of works. And pretty soon, I should erase these lines so I can see what I've actually got. But not yet. Not yet. First, let's get the bicep in there a bit. Why not? It's been long enough. That looks a bit like he's got a mesh on his arm. But it's tough to tell with the pencil underneath. So I'm just going to kind of leave it alone for a minute and see if after I erase it looks any better. I think it might, but we'll see. Yee, careful. You're going to smudge the whole thing. Not my eraser. Some of that should be in shadow still. Oh, these almost look like some Liefeld marks. I'm kind of curious to see how that turns out. Okay, get up. That's fine. I mean, you know, not quite as cool as I was hoping, but certainly not anything I should to complain about. Okay, ow. We should probably do Huckstep's hair now. That is a nutty picture. Okay, how are we doing this goddamn hair? I think this side's a bit too big. We want to get like Spartan fully volumized, I think, is the ideal for Hawkstab. Yeah. Okay, so this stuff here I think doesn't need to be here as much. Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to do this a bit more carefully because I always get impatient with the hair. I have no faith in my ability to do the hair. So it's like, just get the hair over with. So we're going to try not to do that today and see what we can pull off here. It would be helpful if my pens worked, though. Come on. Okay, I'm going to have to see how that looks once the pencil's out from under it. So far, not too bad, though. Now, just take a quick peek. This is always a bad idea because I always end up smudging it. Oh, I did not fill in the little squares on his head here. Weird. Hands are actually getting a little sore. This is 2 straight days of sustained drawing. This has not been done in quite a while. I can't even imagine when this was last done. Actually, it might have been like, I might have been a teenager. Is that pen? It is pen. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Probably best. I was gonna say probably best to leave it alone as I continue to fuck with it. Yeah. No. Whatever it's gonna take to turn that into good, I can't. I don't have it, so I'm just gonna leave it. The overall shape is nice. I like the shape. Okay. Just gonna get up and actually take a quick stretch because it's been 3 hours. That clock lies. Oh. Got an hour into the live stream before, and then encountered technical difficulties, which included trying to damage viewers' hearing. So this is the Stream 2.0, where hopefully sound works correctly. Sorry, just VR. All right. Okay, so Will said pick a panel on every page and try to make it look amazing. So that's, I think, this one in that case. And yeah, doesn't look too bad. All right, so let's do a bit of work on Firebird. I think ideally I'd like to get this panel done today, and that'll probably be it for the day, because that's a lot of drawing. I mean, not the amount that got done. Well, with the pencils, yeah, the pencils are actually kind of in depth today, but just the amount of time. I think if we're finishing this panel, this will probably go at least 4 hours total. I don't mean like 2 more hours. I mean like another 40, well, like an hour and a half. Give him a bit of a spawn pout or modified spawn pout. And then I don't think he needs to carry on past there. Although we should probably blacken a little bit in between these. Right around there. And there. How small this face is, it's probably better to just black this out. Yeah, I think I like that better. I swear half the stream is just me looking for the right pen. That doesn't look too bad. Let's do darker on the underside. Okay. Not terrible overall. Let's go with that. Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm. You kind of end up waiting around for panels like this every once in a while. You know, like this was. I don't think this panel was in the original plan, and then I realized there was an opportunity to put it in there. Like, oh yeah, no, I got to do that. Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks pretty good, probably. Get ready to use. See if I'm right. Let's see if do a little O2 in there. Get some thinner lines in there too. I don't know. All these thick lines and it starts to make it feel. Oh, why didn't I use thin lines in this then too? This feels like you're not maximizing the size you're working on, I guess. Okay, let's erase on the face and yeah, get rid of some of the ink. Found that. God damn it, again. Okay, I think that's fine for Fireburn. Don't need it to be. The great thing about that diagonal shot, man, I gotta draw a whole other dude in there. Well, no, you gotta draw his head and like 2/3 of his chest. Okay, Okay, so hard. Didn't really go all out with the neck stretches with hawk step like I intended, did I? Let's see how much of it I can remember for hard. So this is the bit where if I actually draw him out, his feet end up like up here. So let's not do that. Do that. Can we black in? I think so. Or I can do like mostly black and then do a Liefeld fade off. That might be fun. You always want to do that with hard. It's like he's a freaking mountain off in the distance. I feel like it's going to turn into a problem actually if I do this, but yep, like that. And that really didn't add anything. Shit. Nope, that looks like trash. Okay, never mind. Could have been worse. No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm trying to think if his feet would theoretically be in frame here. I think they might, because this would be his abs. I mean, if he was like squatting out, this could be a foot out here. But seeing as how this is a worm's eye view, that doesn't make any kind of fucking sense. I think he could probably grab, like if he was using his right hand, he might be able to grab one of the canisters without nicking an artery. It's possible. That said, if he tries using his left hand, he probably cuts his nose off. And Hard's just ready to go here. That's not a statement I should repeat if I can help it. That bird's just going to keep going, I think. Yep. All right. Yeah. No, I agree. There was a pending subplot, which I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to use, where we see like a picture of his parents, and his mom looks like a fucking amputee. It's just unpleasant on a lot of levels. I would assume that from giving birth itself, because these have been in place all his life. I think that was the original lore. What the fuck is this up to? Yeah, there are like flecks of the tray at the bottom of this thing that are coming off, and I think burrowing under my skin. So that's making this a different kind of difficult than I was expecting, but no success without adversity, right? Annoyed. Oh, this is still hard to hear, actually. Ow, ow, ow. My thumb is getting sore. This is good stuff, actually getting some textures up against each other that are a little bit different to get them to stand out against each other. And we got to think about, like, the hardships in Hockstab's life. This is not some fairy tale comic book story. We got to face some hard truths. If you gave birth to a child with arm blades, that would not go well. And I mean, I think this is something we need to address. And fuck, where does the hair end? Around here. There we go. And then black all this stuff in. Sure, it's a little bit of a mess, but like it kind of conflicts with itself a little bit. I mean, it's fucking Firebird's ponytail versus Hard's bicep off in the middle of nowhere. I think we can survive. I mean, these are integral elements, I'll admit, but in this context, I think we can make some concessions. Hands are getting a little stiff. Okay. I think this should be the 08. Nice. Very nice. In case you guys were wondering, I was not sure that would work out that well. So Oop, shit. Ah, fuck. Fucked it all up. That's fine. I like all that. Like you were asking about Hawkstab opening. Ooh, that's way too thick. Whatever. Opening the stuff on his belt here. Sash, whatever. Do we think Hard can actually access anything in his little utility belt here? Or is this like I don't know, some sort of emergency thing for the people who go on mission with Hard? If he just gets stuck. Maybe there's some WD-40 in some of this. He tries to go through a door. What am I using here? Oh, two. Okay. No, that needs to be a little thinner, bigger. That one. Oh, that's the. Oh my god. I picked up the 03 and it's the 003, so a tenth as large as what I was actually going for. Cool. Thank you. It's not something I can really register. Like I know when I've got too much gray, or when it's like, yeah, just like all too light, all too dark. This is just I don't even know what this is trying to do. Like I'm really like I guess I got like an idea of what the general like shadowy mood of the page is, and I'm kind of trying to steer everything in that direction vaguely, but at the same time I am like inking everything separately, and like each thing is its own thing. I'm not really thinking of it as a cohesive whole. I don't know if I can do that. Get some Scott Clark abdominals in there. Or obliques, rather. That's the word. That's all right. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to do some Stormwatch on my revisits, I think. But it's just there's so many that feel more important than Stormwatch. Like most of them, maybe almost all of them. And this thing really should be like a shelf. I mean, it is for me. You know, again, like I use the whatever the lighting is in the panel, you know, like what it's supposed to be as a base. But if I got something better, then I'm going to try and go for that. And then I think it's probably best if we black in the pad that's next to Hawkstap's head here. Trying to do any detail is just going to get lost in the hair anyway. So why confuse the issue? No, because it doesn't look that great. Yeah. But again, it doesn't matter. Nobody's looking there. Come on. I'm pretty sure you were brand new. Now this thing's dying on me. Do I have any more O2s? I should. I gotta move my new ones? All right. Shit. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So I have a timeline. Actually, I have several timelines. So I have a basic plot for what I want to happen in the first arc. And after that, and in this case, that's 6 issues, which should take me until I'm about like 46, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And so, yeah, I think I started with just the script for the first issue, Yeah, I did too. An idea of, you know, just the basic conflict, because I'm no good at let's come up with an awesome idea and flesh everything out and then come up with a script. It's just not something I can really accomplish. So came up with a script that was very open-ended, like, you know, a really generic concept, but something that can be branched off fairly easily. And yeah, wrote the script for the first issue. And I do have a script ready for, or a script I'm using for issue 2, which is like, it's complete. It's not, I think I'm fine with the rest of it as it is, but there have been elements where it's like, oh yeah, I meant to change that, and then I never did. There we go. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish with the comic, I think. I don't work best personally when I'm just kind of spitballing. Like, sometimes I can pull it out, but for the most part, it's better if I have a script, and then I can, because I tend to mess around with stuff while I'm on the page anyway. And when I'm writing, it is a completely different, I'm not considering the page at all a lot of the time. Every once in a while, yeah, I'll think of how a scene might end up looking. But for the most part, I'm just trying to get the stuff happening on the out of my head. And so yeah, write the script. Or is it all from this? It could all be from this. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the like little flakes, the silver flakes that are all over. And I think that's what it's from. Okay, that's a bit more reassuring at least. What was I saying? What was I saying? Shit. Yeah, I tend to. So I'll have the script idea. It's like getting a script from a guy who doesn't consider what the artist necessarily needs. So like on the script, on the page I did on the live stream yesterday. Here, I'm just gonna go get that. That's this one here. Let's back it up a little bit. Yeah, I did not consider. I think I had an idea that this would not be fun to draw. I probably didn't consider just how difficult it was going to be, though. What's there? I'm pretty sure this was a day of interpretation because I didn't really come up with anything resembling thumbnails for this. I'm no good at coming up with thumbnails. And yeah, and then I came out, I was like, yeah, that angle works. And then you start drawing, it's like, oh, fuck. But everything turned out great. So that, at least there's that. Okay, hard's done. Everybody's done except my extremists. And my hand is getting quite sore. So we want some tight pencils on my extremists because there's one thing I'm not going to do. It's improvise when I'm drawing her. Yeah, it'd probably be easier if I did work out a thumbnail in advance, but I never. I don't know. Like I'll get a vague idea, and do some extremely like it's stick figures. Really, it's more figuring out the angle than anything. And you hear about people who were like, it's like, yeah, I know my thumbnails look like mini pages. They're so detailed. And wow, that must be nice. And it must take a lot of time. So I don't know if it's benefited me at all by always improvising angles. Maybe. Be careful. You just whited that out, jackass. Okay, there's a boob under here somewhere. And we're going. That should probably be a hip. I mean, really, she should be facing that way, the way all the rest of these dudes are. No, that should be down here, if anywhere. I think the hand confuses the issue though. Like, you get it, just this curve here, that's probably her lack of spine. And yeah, that's ass. But if I'm putting the hand in, it feels like it's conflicting with the angle or something. I don't think it's necessary. Hey, thanks, man. We're getting up there. I just passed 300 recently. And I actually got a congratulations thing from you, like just a congratulations screen from YouTube when I was logging in one time. It's like, oh shit, you never did that before. That's very nice of you. Yeah, sure. Let's do. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's not mess up the ass too much if we can help it. Though it doesn't take up much of the page, it is an integral part of the piece. No shading. That would mess things up. That looks like a bit of a long ass. We move on. Ever onward. This should be mostly O2s, if not the 003. Careful with the expression on Max Extremis in that you don't give her one. There. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? Actually, this is all going to be kind of blacked in, so that's okay. We're going to have to look, see how that looks once the pencil is erased, but so far, decent. And it helps that she's mostly hidden here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting around the whiteout is a little difficult here. Uh-oh. Come on, get it together. There we go. Eric. Yeah, my hands are actually stiffening up quite a bit. Like I'm gonna go until I get this thing done, but it is actually becoming a bit more difficult than I anticipated. Good thing we're almost done. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, there's a little cake thing, but again, I feel like that's going to conflict with the motion here. So let's not do that. How do we come away with face here? Decent. Not maybe a bit more lines than this, but and yep, there. And I think we risk everything if we try and add more. So let's not do that. Okay. I think that will do it for today, because I think if I try and draw anything else, my hands will revolt. Now that is an involved panel right there. How does that look? Man, went a hardcore Dutch angle there. I don't think I realized how much I tilted that. But yeah, everything that looks pretty good. Like maybe a line or two out of place, but not a lot. Not a lot at all. Good stuff. Ow, ow, ow. Nope, hands are sore. Well, I mean, we got some pretty heavy duty ones here. I did cover up her shoulder pads, and that is a crime. But not as big a crime as covering up her boobs, which I also did. So, sucks to be you guys. Sorry. But yeah, I kind of got the awesome panel out of the way here. And I managed to make it look pretty awesome. So sweet. Thanks for being here for that. Oh, ow. All right, I'm going to go and I don't even know. Maybe go for a bit of a walk. Actually move my legs. That might not be a bad idea. Thanks guys for sticking around. I appreciate it. That was a lot of drawing. I figured I'd be able to get half of the page done, maybe even most, but I don't think I anticipated how much the pencils and the lettering was going to take up. I feel like that was the first 2 hours, and then this was the last 2 hours, and it's a lot. But I guess it's worth it if it looks awesome. All right, man. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Good stuff. All right. I'll see you guys next time I do one of these. I guess that probably won't be too far off. These are a good way, as I said before, to just lock me in a chair for several hours and ensure that I get work done on a page. So it's not a bad idea when I'm running behind, or just when it's been a while since I've done one. So maybe next weekend or the weekend after that. But I'm not committing to anything just yet. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks again.